Alright guys, thanks for coming back. This is US Agent 27 and I'm from the MUCollectorClub.com forums, and I'm back today with another haul video. This is going to be a Walking Dead themed haul, but there is some Marvel Legends stuff I'm going to save for the end. I'll kind of show that off. But if you watched the last couple, I think the last haul video, I told you guys I was getting into the Walking Dead figures. Now, so far, there have only been 3 series. The first series had a Rick Grimes in his sheriff's uniform. It had a Daryl Dixon, which is a figure who is extremely hard to find at a decent price. And it had a Zambia Walker, the one that looked like Jim Carrey from the pilot episode. And it also had a Zombie Biter. The second series consisted of Shane, another Rick Grimes, a Well Zombie, an RV Zombie, and then a Bicycle Girl Zombie. And then you guys already saw Wave 3 in the last haul video. Here's the figure that was in that haul video that I said I was going to open him up and kind of show him off. This is the Autopsy Zombie. Now, this guy is extremely hard to find. He is packed 1 to a case, and he's really cool. He comes with some really cool accessories. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the sculpt first, and then we'll kind of talk about his accessories and how he works, his articulation. So this is going to be kind of like a haul video, review video, all mixed into one. The sculpt on these figures is really cool. I mean, this guy's got some really nice detail in the tie. His jacket's got some blood all over and it's worn. His face sculpt is really nice. Hopefully that camera's picking that up. I really dig. There it goes. I really dig the paint detail on this figure. I mean, they even went so far as to detail his shoes. You know, his jeans have a little bit of blood mixed in. So, if you guys haven't seen Season 3, at this point, stop watching the video, because I'm going to talk a little bit about Season 3 of The Walking Dead, because that's what these figures are based on. So stop now, and then, you know, just fast forward until you see me basically, you know, take him off the screen. Or, well, actually, no, until I do this. Alright, so here's your last chance. Okay, so at the beginning of Season 3, when Sophia went missing, basically Daryl had decided to autopsy a zombie to see if Sophia was inside the zombie. And that's what this guy is supposed to represent. So, for his accessories, he comes with a little knife. And the knife is very well detailed. I mean, it's got a lot of paint detail on it. And if you notice, there's a hole inside his chest cavity. There it goes. But you can stick the knife in. And that's kind of like to reenact where Daryl was basically, you know, putting the knife in, and he was going to pull this guy apart. When you do that, and you don't have to put the knife in there, but his chest cavity will come off, and I'll show you how it looks like with the knife in it. And the inside of it is all bloodied up and gross. Looks very cool. And then actually inside him, he has a little woodchuck skeleton and a hand, a partially decomposed hand. Now these pieces are extremely small, and I'm in the review room, so I tend to lose things in here, so I'm going to... There we go. Come on, focus. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get the camera to focus on the detail. There it goes. So, the hand is really cool. You can see it's missing a thumb. It was a partially decomposed hand. Really nice paint detail on it, and it does fit inside his chest cavity. The other piece he comes with is actually a piece of a woodchuck, which is really, really tiny. And that also fits in his chest cavity. So in his chest, try to get the camera and light to work with me. That's better. In his chest down here is a hand cavity, and up here is the woodchuck. So what you can do is you take your hand and drop your hand piece in, take your woodchuck and kind of maneuver it. Again, I'm doing this all off camera so you guys really can't see, but the pieces are so tiny. I'm terrified of losing them. So they're kind of in there. Now you guys can't see. Wow, my camera's sucking tonight. Here we go. And then you could take your other piece and you can put it back on. And now the zombie has the arm, or the hand, and the woodchuck inside him. So that's pretty cool. I like the accessories it comes with. I think I'm going to leave the knife in there. I think that looks kind of neat. As far as articulation on this guy, not the greatest. As I talked about the last Walking Dead figures, the other ones in the wave are great. They've definitely stepped up their game. This guy isn't the greatest, but he does have some decent articulation. You can kind of get him in some really cool poses. His head will go side to side. It'll go down quite a bit, and you can kind of get him looking up, which is kind of cool. Arms just go basically backwards and forwards. No ball point, ball joints or anything like that, like I'm used to with Marvel Legends or anything like that. And then there's a single half joint at the elbow. I say half joint because it doesn't really go up more than that. And the hands will rotate around. And the other arm is exactly the same. So you can kind of get them like in one of these poses, or if you want to straighten it out. And that does look kind of cool. I mean, he's supposed to be a zombie, so it does kind of work for the figure. And a little bit of a waist swivel, hindered by his jacket. His jacket is a soft material, but it's pretty stiff, so you just want to be careful of that. Legs will go up about that far, and knees will go down about that far. Not like you're going to have this guy jumping around or anything, but most of the time, I mean, for me personally, I'm just going to have him kind of stationary, probably with, Rick or one of the other characters I have kind of facing off against him. His feet go backwards and forwards. No ankle pivot or anything like that. They don't go up and down, just basically a little bit like that. And that's about it. I mean, his other leg is exactly the same. So when I have him posed, what I usually do is I'll have him kind of like that. I'll have him kind of like that. I like that kind of pose. I think it looks kind of cool. Like I said, I'll have one of the other characters kind of like, taking aim at him. Maybe Shane. God, that figure sucked. But that's the Autopsy Zombie. He is one to a case, so if you guys do see him, I would grab him. I have a feeling he's going to be the very hard one to find out of this wave. He's probably not going to end up like Daryl. Daryl is like a $300 figure now. He's probably going to be, I would guess, like 40 or 50 bucks down the road, because people are going to want to have it to complete the set, and he's only one to a case, and he's kind of hard to find. So like I said, I got lucky. I called my GameStop in my area, and I just had him hold the figure, so I got out of work that day, and I ran down and grabbed him. So I managed to find the entire wave in one shot, 70 bucks. Really, really great deal, I think. These figures are cool. So that completes the reviews of Wave 3. So that was the Autopsy Zombie that I got. Oh yeah, by the way, come back. Forgot about that. If you guys just came back because you're waiting for me to do that, rewind about a minute and you can see the rest of the review. Alright, so the other figures I got, and this one actually just came in today. This is one that I really, really wanted. It is the Zambia Walker from Wave 1. And the figures from Wave 1, man, they are expensive. I've seen this guy go for like 30 or 40 bucks. I got really lucky. I found a website. I was searching on, I think, Amazon, and it popped up at the bottom. You know, like it pops up at the bottom of the page. And the site had it for like $20. It was actually, no, it was $17.99. And I was like, buy it now, you know, buy me. It wasn't actually eBay, it was another external site. So I grabbed this guy, and then today I just ordered the Well Zombie and the RB Zombie, which will almost complete my zombies. The only one I'm missing is Bicycle Girl. I didn't bother to grab her because I know I can grab her locally. She's still available. I didn't want to pay shipping, so. But this guy's really cool. This is the zombie. It appeared in episode 1, season 1. Who, if you look at his face sculpt, try to get to zoom in, kind of looks like Jim Carrey. You know, I like to call this guy the Jim Carrey zombie. You know, I mean, that's what he looks like to me. And when I saw the episode, that's who I thought. I was like, is Jim Carrey in Walking Dead? This was the McFarlane's first wave of zombies, or first wave of Walking Dead figures, so they're a little rough, and we're going to talk about that when we talk about articulation. But as far as sculpt goes and paint, figure is spot on. He's got a lot of detail in his chest, blood spatters, hands are all bloodied up. We'll talk about that. Coats, all nice detailed. Very nice details. He does have a gimmick, and unfortunately the gimmick sucks. It doesn't work very well. It's supposed to be like a wind-up toy that when you wind him up, he's supposed to, you know, walk towards you, right? That's why he has these big, stupid plastic things on his feet. But if he didn't have these, the way his feet are curved, he wouldn't be able to stand, so you gotta leave him on. I really thought about taking those off, but I think I'm gonna leave them on, and I'll have to cover them with something. Maybe I'll do like black paint or something like that if I'm gonna do them on a black surface. But anyway, the gimmick, you're supposed to wind them up. Nope. Yeah. Doesn't really work. Which is fine. I don't really want it for the gimmick anyway, but whatever. So yeah, gimmick, they did that a lot too. They did it with the, I think some of the Series 2 ones, they have gimmicks in them, and I'd much rather have a zombie like the Autopsy Zombie, where he doesn't have a gimmick, he just has his accessories. That's fine, you know. I don't need a McDonald's plastic toy walking zombie. I really don't. I'm not going to use it. You know, I'm tempted to cut that right off, but I don't want to do that because, you know, I mean, it would ruin the figure. Alright, so articulation. This figure does kind of suck on articulation. Again, this was wave 1 when they were just starting out, so it's understandable. They've gotten better. His head goes down, not at all. Goes up, not at all. It will go side to side, so it goes left and right, and it only will go that far. This side will go a lot further. I don't know why. No chest articulation like that. His arms will go around. Single joint right there. And his hands will only spin so far. So yeah. Same thing on this side. He's got the, you know, what was that movie? The Breakfast Club, you know, Judd Nelson at the end of the movie, I was like punching the air. Yeah, that's what this guy's doing right now. His legs are not articulated, again, it's because of the gimmick, so they're supposed to go back and forth like that, or up and down, and they don't really do that either. There's no articulation in the feet or anything like that, so really all you get is basically something like that. Does it work? Yeah. You know, he could have been better, but, you know, again, I'm collecting these figures because, you know, they're fun. I want to do a Walking Dead display. That's my goal. So, I've heard some of the other zombies are a little bit better, so we'll definitely have to, you know, check that out as I get the other ones. The other zombies I'm going to pick up are the comic zombies, so I'll probably grab those this week, hopefully. And what you're hearing is me rustling through a bag of parts, because to show you what the next figure he came with. Interchangeable parts. And interchangeable parts are always a good thing. I wish more figures came with them. It really helps when you're posing. It helps with, you know, it helps give something a little extra to the figure collectors like myself. Anyway, so that's the Zambia Walker. Now, I do have the Zombie Biter coming in, so which means from Wave 1, the only figures I'm missing out of pretty much the entire series are the Rick Grimes from Wave 1 and the Daryl Dixon. Not sure if I'm able to find either one of those. I'm going to try my best, and once I do, of course, I'll do a review for you guys. So, the next figure that I grabbed, this was one of the ones I knew I wanted, and it is the Rick Grimes from Wave 2. Big thank you to Evil Animation for telling me where to get the figure at a good price. Thank you, I appreciate that. We both ordered figures from the same place. He got his and I got mine, so it worked out well. And again, this is Rick when he was appearing in Season 2, so he was constantly had like a dirty shirt. Very, very cool figure. He is articulated. This one's a step up from the other figures I've shown you so far, and we'll kind of talk about that. So let's go ahead and talk about his accessories that he comes with. I'll set him over here for now. So the first thing he comes with is this little zombie. You put the zombie's head in here, and let me see if I grab a zombie real quick. You're supposed to be able to put the zombie's head in here, and then Rick can kind of drag him around. That's kind of cool. I'm probably not going to pose him with that, but that's cool that they gave it. I'm sorry, you guys can't even see that. That's cool that they gave us that. And then he comes with a bunch of interchangeable hands. This is what I said. I like interchangeable parts. So like right now he's got this hand here. It's kind of like a gripping motion, and this other hand has a rifle in it. So if you bend it right, and I had this posed on my desk for probably about a day or two. I've had this figure for a couple of days. I think I got this Saturday. Oh, my thing comes off. So you can kind of have him posed with the rifle. It doesn't really look right that way. I like to kind of have... And I lost his hand. That's okay. His hand will go back in. There we go. There we go. I like to kind of have it posed up. Again, you can only get it so far, but you can kind of play with it and kind of get the angle right, and it'll kind of work. So I'm just going to take these hands off, and I'll show you the other hands that he comes with. So again, this is the left hand, and again, it's just in kind of like a gripping motion. Yeah, it's the left hand. Gripping motion. I do like they gave him his wedding ring. They sculpted that on there. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. There it goes. So that's kind of cool. On the other hand they gave him, he also has it, and this is just kind of like an open hand. So we'll go ahead and pop this on. Reminds me of that guy from the, what was the Adam Sandler flick? Happy Gilmore, the guy with the fake hand. I don't know why, it just cracks me up. Just thought about that. So now the hand's on there. So that's cool. This hand is attached to the rifle, so you can just pop this off very carefully. Sorry guys, I'm going to do this off camera so I don't break it. So all you do is you pop them off. There's a hole in the hand, and there's like a little peg, and then you can pop on his other hand. There we go. Make sure it's on there good and tight. And that hand is like, you see it's got the really long ass trigger finger. This is something that cracks me up. I'm going to see if I can get this in camera. Look at that. That's a long finger. And yeah, it doesn't really work that well. That's one of the things I don't like about it. But he does come with a gun. His revolver that you see in the TV show. Sorry this is so long, guys. I just realized this is about 19 minutes already. I'm not even halfway, well, I'm almost halfway done. I just have the legends to go over. So really nice paint detail on this, and then this just sits in his hand, and his finger does not fit in the trigger hole, so it kind of goes off to the side like that, which makes me really nervous in here because I tend to lose stuff in here. So overall, I mean, if you're going to pose it in his hand, throw some wax in his hand or some sticky tack to kind of hold that gun in there so you don't lose it. Rick does come with, shut up, he has a holster on his side, which is nice. Come on. There it goes. Holster on the side is nice, so you can take the gun and you can pop it in the holster and it will stay there. So I'm going to leave it in there for now. This was a series, Wave 2 figure, so he is a little bit better articulated than the Wave 1 figures. His head will go down, it will go up, it will go left, it will go right, it will cock side to side. So you can, have me like, what are you talking about? Or, kind of looking solemn, or looking up, looking hopeful. I don't know. So the only thing I don't like is I wish his hat was removable. From season 2, I don't remember seeing him wearing his hat that often. It almost seems like it would be better to have this head on the Wave 1 body and the Wave 1 head on this body. I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys think that would look cool or no? Let me know in the comments. His shirt has blood stains on the side, dirt, grime. Grimes, just got that. He has a hole there. I don't know what the hole's for, but I hope I didn't lose something. That's going to bother me. But very cool figure. Better with articulation than like the zombie from Wave 1. So his arm has this funky joint, and it works. I just don't like how you can see the ratchets in there, but you know what? I'm not really going to complain. I mean, I have a Walking Dead figure that looks sort of like the actor. It doesn't really look exact. Wave 3 is definitely better with that. I'm hoping Wave 4 is even better than Wave 3. We'll talk about Wave 4 when I get done with this. Arm will go up about that far, single bend at the elbow, and of course his wrist will swivel. It's on that swivel joint, and the hands are swappable. Okay. It will spin. It doesn't spin that much. It's very, very tight. And then he's got these funky leg joints. It reminds me of a Marvel Legend I used to have, a Marvel Legend Venom, where he'd have these like thigh cuts that went like that just looked stupid. But they, I'm not really going to be posing him dynamically. He's mostly going to be standing around looking like a badass anyway, so it works for me. With his funky long-ass finger. Cracks me up. No knee articulation. His boots will spin. There looks like they're on a ball, so there's a little bit of play back and forth, which is good. That helps with posing, so you can get him to stand, which is nice. And he stands pretty well. So as far as standing goes, yeah, definitely like that. Overall, the figure, I do like the figure. I would definitely recommend, if you guys are a Walking Dead fan, to go ahead and pick him up. He wasn't too bad as far as price. I think I paid 20 bucks shipped, which is more than I would have spent like a GameStop, where they're $12.99, or if you can find Series 2 at GameStop right now, $2.99. A figure, which is amazing. But overall, really cool. And I don't know what that little thing there. I bet you that was a pouch for him that fell off. God damn it. But anyway, Rick Grimes. Great figure, and that concludes the Walking Dead part of this haul. I'm going to blow right through the Marvel Legends stuff. You guys know Marvel Legends already. Thank you for hanging out with me so far. Just 2 more minutes and we'll be done. Alright, so for Marvel Legends, I got a couple of things. First up, this was a purchase I made off of our site, mucollectorclub.com. This is stuff from, I know you guys can't see it yet, this is stuff from Frank Castle, aka Chris. I got the Dum Dum Dugan and the Sharon Carter. So you guys saw my previous hauls, I already had a Sharon Carter, so I basically used that body, and now I have Maria Hill with the head that I painted. And I added the strap to her leg. I think it looks much better like that. Shartimus Prime is the one that did that first, I believe, so kudos to him. Great idea. But yeah, my shield agents are coming along. I would like to get like 4 or 5 more shield agents, but they're just so damn expensive, so I'll have to wait and see how that goes. But anyway, guys, that is my haul video. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this long. Please come check us out at the mucollectorclub.com forum website, where we come talk about toys. As you guys can see, it's not just Marvel Legends, it's not just Marvel Universe or even DC Universe Classics. It's Masters of the Universe Classics, it's Walking Dead figures, it's play arts, it's if they make a toy for it, basically we talk about it. It's a bunch of, a bunch of folks that are just like you, watching these reviews and just, looking for a place to kind of hang. So I hope you guys come check us out. If you do come check us out, let me know. Right now, the channel is up to, I think, 69 subscribers and climbing. Picked up a bunch of subscribers this past couple weeks. So thank you to everyone that's subscribed. I really do appreciate it. I will keep doing videos as long as you guys keep subbing up and leaving me comments. Let me know how it's going. Special thanks to Rabidhammer. Rabidhammer, dude, you leave me a comment on every video. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for always leaving a comment. That means a lot to me. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, make sure you guys go do so. I will post a link to his channel in the show notes that are going to be below. Alright guys, that's it. It's been long enough. Again, thanks for hanging out with me.